What is up guys, Nico here from Bosses Life, and for today we are going to unbox our new Tamron 17 to 28 f2.8 lens. Alright, so let's start the unboxing. As you open the box, you have the usual warranty card, this is the receipt. I think this is the manual, some documentations for the lens, and if you look inside the box, it's the lens. So nothing else, just those pieces of paper. So let's whoops again. I need to have a proper unboxing rig, unboxing setup. There you go. All right. So here's the lens in this kind of paper thingy. So there it is. The Tamron 17 to 28 f2.8 lens. This is the hood, you can take out, but I don't usually use these. So here is the size. I'm gonna put the specs here, the size, the weight of this lens. So to start, this lens is actually a Sony E-mount full frame lens, and if you've been following the channel, we shoot on an A6400, which is an APS-C lens. So if we put this on an APS-C camera, it is not 17 to 28. It will act more like a 25, 25.5, if there's such a thing in focal lengths, 25 to around 42 millimeters. Now, I am not a technical guy when it comes to lenses. I don't know much about focus ring or the aperture blades, so I won't touch any of those. So this will be a quick video because, as you can see, we've done the unboxing part already, but I'm just going to share why I decided to buy the 17 to 28. Also to note, I traded my Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens and my Sigma 30mm 1.4 lens and added a little bit of cash to purchase this lens. Now, you may think, why did I do that? Well, number one, the focal length of this zoom lens, 17 to 28, is close to the focal length of those two lenses, 16 and 30, although, you know, I don't get it as wide or as far as those two lenses, but it's pretty much close to those two focal lengths. So I get to have those focal lengths in one lens as opposed to bringing along two lenses with me. What I like about this 17 to 28 is, for a full frame lens, it's not that big. It's almost as big as my Sigma 16mm 1.4. Plus, when you zoom in and you zoom out, it doesn't move outside, it's internal. So this is a perfect lens to use on a gimbal because you don't have to rebalance your gimbal. So that is the first reason why I picked this lens up, to simplify my kit, my lens kit. And the main reason why I picked up this 17 to 28 is in preparation of upgrading to a full frame system. I know I said in a previous video that I will not get the Sony A7siii, mainly because of the price, but as we watch new videos, even those YouTubers who initially were a bit disappointed with the A7siii are now saying that the A7siii, in terms of video, is actually a better camera than the A7 III. So I think I'm going to get the A7siii after all. And in preparation for that, I am getting this so that I will have an ultra wide angle lens. So on a full frame camera, what you see from this is much more like a 10 to 18 millimeter on an APS-C camera. So this will be an ultra wide angle lens on a full frame camera. But getting it now and using it on an APS-C camera is also not that bad, because again, it replaces some of the lenses that I got rid of. So I will, still have those focal lengths because I got this lens for my APS-C camera. One downside of switching to this lens as opposed to sticking with my Sigmas is the aperture. This only has a 2.8 aperture as opposed to the f1.4 of my Sigmas. So this will be a disadvantage when it comes to the amount of background blur and the amount of light coming in to the sensor. So just to compare, this is my Sigma 16mm, and that's the background blur that we get, as opposed to this Tamron 17 to 28 f2.8. At 2.8, this is the widest that it can go. So as you can see, let's compare the two. You get more blur on the Sigma 16mm 1.4. And for the low light test, this is how it looks like on my 16mm Sigma at 1.4 with these settings at 500 ISO and shutter speed. And this is with my Tamron 17 to 28 f2.8. Same settings except for the aperture, because this can only go up to f2.8. Now for vlogging, my 16mm, when I compared it with the 10 to 18, was tight. This will be tighter if I decide to use this as a vlogging lens, because this is a 17 at the widest compared to the 16 of the Sigma. And one more thing that this doesn't have, just like the Sigma, is image stabilization. So if I'm going to use this for vlogging, it will be shakier than if I decide to use my 10 to 18mm Sony lens. But another trade-off of the 10 to 18mm Sony lens is the aperture just opens up to f4 as compared to the 2.8 of this Tamron. So that's it for this quick unboxing and a little bit of review and why we got this Tamron 17 to 28mm lens. And I don't know, maybe I'll make more videos testing this out, an in-depth review, and share it with you in the future. So thank you for watching our video here on Balls is Life. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel here on Balls is Life. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you'll get notified when we upload new videos here on our channel. Also, please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and we will see you in our next video here on Balls is Life. See ya!